They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
This defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. You look at this Cowboy defense.
They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Buying time to his left. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Now Dak, he's going to mix it up.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott.
And taken down just shy of the 40. Now these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
This is 2nd and 8.
Now Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a... Fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Prescott off play action. Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more.
And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Well, that's one stuff. We'll see if this defense has another in their back pocket.
I just wonder on the other side of the ball, do you just challenge the big guys up front? This is short yardage situation. We ought to be able to pick this up. Or do you say to yourself, they are awfully tough. I've got to throw it on this down.
They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
So on fourth down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
And his kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
On first down, here's Daniels to throw.
And complete to Zach Ertz.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
On first and 10, it's Robinson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Daniels. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Down to the 10.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing after the interception, Daniels. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
To throw is Daniels.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Micah Parsons has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
3rd and 20. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here now a 3rd and 20. Play action, now it's Daniels.
They'll roll him out right.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Now Prescott going to change the play.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. There he goes, right side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that 2nd level and 3rd, and that's what they were able to exploit.
Now they'll audible to something else.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Leaping, and he makes the grab.
And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Elliott will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Again, it's Elliott.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott
with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys had 6 to their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that makes our score 17-0.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And yet again, it's McLaurin.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 5.
He's coming. We got double up. Deuce. Cougar 19.
Here's Daniels.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Ready. Mike 13. It's a party now. Mike 13. He's coming. You're not ready. Show it up. Check 24.
Again, it's Robinson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Mike 13.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Mike 13. Watch the run. That's side, baby. That's baby side.
Robinson is in. Touchdown, Commanders.
Well, this had not been the greatest of first halves to this point. They've been pretty well dominated in all phases of the game, so this was an important drive just to show they can move the football and finish. And now they're on the board here on the touchdown run.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it's 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with it defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Dak, he wants to change the play.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
Now Prescott.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Play action now. Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A first down throw for Daniels. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Watch 18. 18's the mic. Right here. Hey, switch gears. Mike 18,
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
On the bootleg, it's Daniels.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Micah Parsons.
Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
19 tight. 19 tight. I got you. Mike 18. Come. Watch 18. 18's the mic.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
Off to the races.
Unable to corral him. He fights through. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Prescott, he's going to change things up here.
On second down, Elliott stays on his feet, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Second down and 4. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Check Mike, man, now. Rip left. Check Mike, man.
Here's Prescott.
Left side to Lamb.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Just like that.
And Shaheed going to go in motion.
Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
To throw is Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Cowboys have got it on cruise control. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now a 2nd down throw for Daniels.
And a dump off here to Robinson.
Down the right sideline.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 32 on the play.
Robinson up the middle. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Daniels now to throw on 1st down.
Sliding out of the pocket.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
To the air goes Daniels. That's caught left side by Simmons.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Robinson will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Now they'll change things up. Robinson again, and he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr.
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target,
as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive.
And just shutting him off there. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Now Dak, he's going to mix it up.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Flush to his right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
A second down throw for Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Prescott from the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Daniels. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
That is caught by Lamb. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A gain of 37.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Throwing here, Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much.
And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon. They're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen. And if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Dallas,
they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory.
And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.